candidate had a review out in the Sunday Times, and it was 5 stars, and it actually said, the reviewer said, "This is the sort of music that music critics listen to, while you buy Coldplay in the millions." It was the most extraordinary thing. They had a 5 star review in the Sunday Times for the latest album, but they couldn't afford to tour because they had jobs, and it just wasn't. But I was there the day we were in Bar Retro, which is a good bar actually. If you want to know how to get to Bar Retro, it's really easy. You go to Charing Cross train station, or you're at Trafalgar Square, and you walk towards Charing Cross train station. You take not the first right, that takes you to Heaven and the Embankment and the tube station Embankment, but where there's a bank machine, between the bank machine and McDonald's, where the bank machine is here, you go down the alleyway, right? So it's, you come to if you're coming from Charing Cross Station or Trafalgar Square, you see the bank machine. It's at this wall. You go down there, and about 100 meters on the left, there's a homosexual bar. It's one of the cheapest bars in London, and it's called Bar Retro, and it's wonderful. I don't know. I mean, it's just a bar. What do you expect? And we were there, and Joel and his brother, Joel's brother, they used to do a satirical online magazine, and Hattrick would do, Have I Got News For You? We're like, want to do an annual? And they were like, and they got a check for something like £5,000, but that meant they could quit their jobs and go for creativity full time between the writing and the music. Well, I haven't seen him in over a decade, I think, and but in that decade, I'll be watching Charlie Booker's Green Ripe, and I start to see his name, Joel Morris, and then Philomena Kunk, Joel Morris. I'm going to end, but he is an amazing person. We stayed he just bought a flat in Islington, and so Barbara and I stayed there in the computer room. And, but before we went to bed, Alex and Joel started playing with the guitars, etc. And Joel sang this beautiful song, and I was in tears. Barbara was also in tears. And at the end of the song, he said, "That's the first time I've sung that to anyone. I wrote it this afternoon." Honestly, sex that night was so easy because she was already orgasming. I'm just saying. She had the best time ever. Oh, yeah. It was that weekend she went, "So what happened in Essaouira? Sex was just like..." And she said, "Now it's incredible." I went, "I don't know. I thought the same. Thank God you gave me a second go, eh? Otherwise..."